prank? Tonight, Barry's going down for good. This time we got Round Boy's number. No mistakes.
Check your feet, Ronnie. Whole place smells like dog crap.
Now, please welcome your revolting host. He's the human equivalent of that St. Angus snare drum sound. It's Bogglin' Balls Barnaby.
Look at the gut on this guy!
Shut up! Shut up! Okay, dirtbags. Today's movie is the great Joe Dante's 1987 cult classic, Innerspace, starring Dennis Quaid and big Meg Ryan.
Ooh, is this the one with Rick Moranis?
No, dumbass. You're thinking of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, directed by Joe Johnston. Look, the late 80s were all about movies with shrink rays, directed by guys named Joe. But Innerspace is a Joe Dante movie.
God damn, how many Joe Dante movies we gonna review, Barry? This is like our third one.
Stinking Marco, I'm hoping we can review all of them before I expire from congestive heart failure next month. Anyway, this is also the only Joe Dante movie to snag an Academy Award. Yeah, it was the winner for Best Visual Effects, but that still counts. Asswipes.
And the winner is Dennis Murin, William George, Harley Jessup, and Kenneth Smith for Innerspace.
Now, let's talk about the cast.
As usual, gang, it's pretty shocking to discover all the actors who almost took these roles. At one point, Arnold Schwarzenegger was slated to play Tuck, with Michael J. Fox taking on the Jack Putter role. And no, we're not doing a bit.
Yeah, the Putter role was offered to virtually every white male screen actor alive, from Woody Allen to Warren Beatty.
Likewise, every white woman alive was considered for the role of Lydia, including Jodie Foster, Jamie Lee Curtis, Sean Young, Molly Ringwald. You get the idea.
But eventually, of course, we ended up with Dennis Quaid in the role of Tuck Pendleton, hot Meg Ryan in the role of Lydia, and the great Martin Short as the quirky Jack Putter. I might even go so far as to say that Martin Short is underrated.
To the nuts! The bridge mix, fool!
Well, yeah, Barry. I mean, your whole game is based on Jiminy Glick, bro.
This Joe Barry. What's Barry about?
Yes!
Barry, you forgot to mention friend of the show, Robert Picardo, who plays the role of Cowboy.
He's not a friend of the show. You chuds gotta stop saying that.
Yeah, but he did play Meg Mucklebones and Johnny Cab, and he was on Star Trek and whatnot. Am I wrong?
Well, okay, walk it back. It's not like he's Daniel Day fucking Lewis.
Robert Picardo wore cowboy face for Innerspace, Barry. It was very controversial, so try to show some respect. You beer-bellied, mud-skipper-looking soft sack.
Well, Barry also forgot to mention Kevin McCarthy in the role of Mr. Scrimshaw.
Miniaturization, Jack. That's the ticket.
Which he plays brilliantly.
Well, don't forget about Dick Miller, who gets cast as the cab driver. That old goat's a Joe Dante staple.
Goddamn foreign cars, they always freeze up on you.
Get it together, Barry!
God damn it, I can't be expected to remember every last asshole who appears in these movies.
Well, Barry, can't help noticing you dragged your saggy gut right past the one black guy in this movie. The great Harold Sylvester. Who plays Blanchard?
Just out of curiosity, who's your guy?
Holy buttloaf! Is that old Griff from Married with Children?
Hell, that ain't dancing. This is dancing.
Damn right that's Griff, you puds. Anyway, Mark, he's not the only brother. We also got this dude who works for the newspaper.
You know, Barry, speaking of Griff, you're kind of like a modern-day Al Bundy.
Why?
Yeah, but you fatter.
And less fuckable.
Al Bundy got more hair.
Plus, you've got way less money than Al Bundy.
Goddamn shithead.
And Peg Bundy would never want to have sex with you.
Everybody piss off. That's enough about the cast. Let's talk about the story. Now, In order to understand this movie, it helps to first understand that Joe Dante and company were influenced rather profoundly by the groundbreaking 1966 movie Fantastic Voyage, which, for its time, offers some pretty goddamn remarkable special effects. And this movie sets the overall groundwork for the Innerspace storyline as well, with its conceit of a miniaturized submersible pod being injected into some guy's body. In fact, even the title of Innerspace is borrowed from Fantastic Voyage.
We stand in the middle of infinity between outer and inner space.
Listen, all joking aside, the title sequence for Fantastic Voyage still fucking slaps. Look at that. Shit is crisp.
But yeah, well, speaking of title sequences, Innerspace opens with what is still one of the most brilliant establishing sequences I've ever seen in my entire miserable life. We get this wild-looking arrangement of chaotic crystalline patterns. And of course, we're all expecting it to be a big old batch of that 1980s myth. But when the camera finally zooms out, we come to find that we've been staring into the ice cubes of Tuck Pendleton's highball from a near microscopic vantage. And all that wonderful booze is about to slide right down Tuck's throat so he can get all slushy-faced and make an ass out of himself.
I salute you.
I feel like I've seen Barry give this same exact drunken speech, except Tuck didn't soil himself.
Yeah, plus Barry never went home with Meg Ryan.
I used to be handsome.
Bullshit.
Yeah, so Tuck is a good pilot, but he's also a drunk ass. And Meg Ryan's Lydia has had enough, so she splits.
God damn, take a gander at Dennis Quaid. That old boy's ripped to the gills. And is it just me, or is he channeling a bit of the old Jack Nicholson in this movie?
Now, don't worry, Pete. The wait's almost over.
Anything you say, Lloyd. Anything you say.
Now, much like old Barry, Tuck Pendleton is too pants-pissing drunk to hold down a real job, so he's got to sign on to this crazy off-the-books experimental mission. It's gonna shrink his ass down till he's smaller than one of Bovant's crotch critters. Meanwhile, we're introduced to Martin Short's Jack Putter, a high-anxiety grocery store nerd who's also a hypochondriac.
Wait, this guy works at Safeway, yet he can afford to go to the doctor?
Look, it was the 1980s fly, and a lot of folks could actually afford to live. Not like today.
Not like today.
Not like today. You should see what they're charging for a tube of sugar-free Astroglide these days, Barry.
Yeah, so Putter got this awful recurring nightmare where the microwave Marge lady from Gremlins 2...
Some of our chowder noodles.
She decides she don't like the cut of Jack's jib.
Meanwhile, the whole scheme with the Tuckster is that they want to inject his shrunken ass into a laboratory rabbit as a kind of proof of concept.
But a rival team blocks Tuck's micro-sized cock because they want to poach that sweet-ass tech and beat him to the production stage.
And if you look closely, that's Joe Dante himself who gets gassed.
Well, it's actually kind of analogous to the conflict in that second Jurassic Park movie. You know, two revolutionary tech companies having a pissing match over an ethically dubious intellectual property.
Yeah, but Ozzy, the good guy scientist, absconds with the Tuck syringe. And we get this high-speed chase through the L.A. River, which James Cameron probably stole when he made Terminator 2. Have any of the other YouTubers made that connection? Because old Barry's kind of proud of that one.
Who cares, Barry? Bro, we don't even have internet in this goddamn apartment.
Fun fact, the guy playing Ozzy is the late John Hora, who was the cinematographer for like all of Joe Dante's other movies.
Well, he does a damn fine job. I like that old nerd boy.
Unfortunately, Inspector Gadget here manages to peel one off at poor Ozzy. But Ozzy manages to inject Tuck into Big Jack Putter's butt meat.
And from there, you lovely chuds, this movie becomes a sort of sci-fi buddy comedy, with Tuck Pendleton dicking around inside Putter's body and trying to convince Putter that he's not possessed by the Dark Lord.
Yeah, which leads to some pretty good hijinks.
Look, pal, we have to talk.
No, we don't.
Don't what?
Don't have to talk.
Not to mention that thanks to Tuck's EMP blast, Putter's worst nightmare comes true.
What, he has to go to work?
No, dumbass. Microwave Marge shows up.
By the way, that's famed cartoonist Chuck Jones standing in the checkout line. Where the hell is Neil Bauer when we need him?
So, one of the things I like about this movie is that we get this wonderful sense of doubling. Because while Jack Putter is on the outside fighting off his own anxiety, along with the evil tech company's goon squad, Tuck is on the inside, trying to survive the hostile environment of Jack's body.
Plus, there's a crazy romantic tug-of-war going on between Tuck and Putter, who are both smitten with Lydia.
And at one point, when Lydia and Putter get busy, Tuck's little pod gets skeeted deep into Lydia's hot loins. In abject horror, Tuck learns that dastardly cowboy has already knocked her up.
Bovon, yeah, I don't think that's what's happening.
Yeah, and it's deep inside Jack Putter's gutty works that the real magic happens. At one point, Scrimshaw and Hot Margaret decide to shrink this psychotic Igo guy down and inject him into Putter so that these two battle it out inside Putter's disgusting stomach.
But of course, this is also a story about competing technologies. Sort of like the dynamic between the T-800 and the T-1000 from Terminator 2.
That's right. When it comes to Innerspace, Mr. Igo is like John Wick made sweet love to the Bionic Man. Igo's pod is a lot more menacing and advanced than Tuck's, but much like the T-800, old Tuck has to battle using old-school moves.
Yeah, and then Tuck uses Putter's acid reflux to dissolve Mr. Igo like a goddamn Altoid.
So, because of Tuck, Jack Putter just engaged in cannibalism?
It's not that big a deal. Who among us hasn't indulged once or twice? Hey, these are hungry times.
Well, I'd say it's kind of a big deal. Jack Putter just ate a guy involuntarily. Tomorrow morning, he's gonna dump out a little bitty skeleton man, and it's gonna scar him for life.
Stop getting us stuck in the weeds, asswipes. It don't matter.
None of this matters.
It does matter!
One of the other nice gags in this movie occurs when Putter and Lydia manage to overthrow Scrim and company and shrink their wealthy asses down to half size.
Give me a hand. Give me a hand. I know the mayor.
Yeah, see what I mean? Bro, Kevin McCarthy is goddamn perfect as Scrimshaw. Love that voice. Love that line about knowing the mayor.
Look! You fools! You're in danger! Can't you see? They're after you!
And later, we get this goofy-ass scene that's pulled off mostly with some clever forced perspective shots.
And of course, the movie ends with the Tuckster finally exiting Jack Putter's disgusting body and being re-enlarged just before he runs out of oxygen.
Yeah, but Scrim Daddy, Large Marge, and Cowboy are still in play. So Jack Putter gives up his shitty Safeway job to play hero by driving way too fast along Shoreline Highway.
That's right, Marco, you shit-ass. And of course, the implication here is that...
Adbury?
Time to get paid!
Witness me, kiddos. By now, I'm sure you've all heard the buzz surrounding these newfangled smart rings, including the Samsung Galaxy version, the Aura, and the, ultra-human something or other. Well, my dear lowlifes, our good friends at Smegman's have cooked up a special product just for the Bankrupt Barry demographic. Say hello to the Smegman Smart Ring. But, it's not for fingers.
So, it's not for fingers. What do you mean?
So it's an earring?
Well, more like it's for your southern finger.
That's right, you cheese-eating chud fuckers. Smegman's Smart Rings come in all shapes and all girths. And these rings boast a fully automated pressure cuff, along with a formidable array of pulse sensors and accelerometers that interface directly with your phone, so that your performance can be critiqued in real time.
Faster! Harder! Oh, come on! Is that what you call f***ing? Look at her! She's not even close!
Oh, yes! Smegman's patented pressure cuff will ensure that your meat whistle stays in tune till the song is donezo. But the best part of all is that your smart ring will give you a 10-second countdown whenever you're about to,
Hose them.
Well, why do we need a smart ring to tell us when it's time to bust?
because it's cool!
Oh my God! Is that seriously all you got? You're the sexual equivalent of Mumford and Sons.
Hey, Barry, Maybe they'll make a ring with a 3-second countdown just for you, bro.
You better shut that slutty mouth.
Okay, gang. The promo code is Ringy Dingy.
Game on. Stinking smart-ass fly. And this booze tastes worse than usual, too, and I will send it back. I will not tolerate it for 1 more minute.
But I still don't really understand the plan, Ronnie.
It's simple. We ride the next gulp of cheap vodka down Barry's fat throat. We enter the bloodstream through the lining of his distended stomach, and then we wreak havoc.
Yeah, but how does this get us the money?
Shut up, Frank. I haven't worked that part out just yet. But one way or another, Barry's gonna pay.
Uh-oh, Barry's going big.
What's the trouble, Barry? You eat too many buffalo-style pigeon wings again?
My front gut. Sweet cinnamon Christ, it's like I swallowed a goddamn iPhone battery.
Barry, that doesn't even make sense. What's going on with you, bro?
Old Barry's having contractions. It's bad.
Yo, Frank, check this out, bro. Barry's gonna feel like he just ate 30 pounds of goat vindaloo.
Bet he's sweating harder than Jerry Seinfeld as he drives past the girls' high school soccer team in one of his stupid-ass cars.
God, I haven't felt this shitty since the Halo TV series got canceled. Let's throw it over to Al. Barry down. Barry down.
In 1987's Innerspace, Joe Dante invites us into an astonishing paradox. The human body, that humble and all too familiar vehicle that all of you inhabit, is revealed to be at once revolting and wondrous when viewed from within. When Tuck Pendleton is miniaturized and injected into Jack Putter, we witness an inversion of our everyday base-level perspective. The body, which normally exists as mundane flesh, becomes defamiliarized and emerges as a vast and treacherous ocean of pulsating tissues and viscous fluids, a landscape that is both alien and intimate. Here, disgust and fascination mingle and interweave, and the obscenity of the human body is laid all too bare. Are we horrified because the veil of distance is stripped away, or are we humbled by the intricacy of that which sustains us? Are these blind riddles, or are they not some part of every man's jurisdiction? The human fabric, nay, the universe at large, is a sort of Mandelbrot set. The closer we peer into matter, the more we encounter strange structures and geometries that were previously obscured. The film seems to whisper to us that the onion of our reality is endlessly layered. Shrink down to the cellular level, and you'll confront a full and complete universe with its own distinct reality. Meanwhile, the universe itself can be understood as a vast cell. And in this light, self-discovery is not some grand and tidy revelation, but a never-ending dive toward benthic depths. Then again, no doubt my old friend Slavoj Žižek would vehemently disagree when it comes to the value potential of this sort of self-discovery.
Our true inner self is full of shit, it's misery, whatever.
Nonetheless, even the film's opening sequence, wherein an alien crystalline landscape is finally revealed as nothing more than the contents of Tuck's booze-laden drink, reminds us that scale is the greatest illusionist of all. A ubiquitous Job Bluth who knows no limits. That which is cosmic from one vantage may be trivial from another. Thus, the film suggests that whether it applies to the world writ large or the self, knowledge is boundless. Each revelation serves as a doorway to a deeper, stranger branch of existence. All right, back to Mr. Chubby Bucket.
So Innerspace went on to be an absolute flop at the box office. Martin Short never had much of a movie career, but let's give him credit. He was doing Between Two Ferns way before Zach Galifianakis. Meanwhile, Meg Ryan did like 1,000 goddamn movies. But these days, the poor old girl looks kind of like that Alfred asswipe they used to put on the cover of Mad magazine.
Whatever, Barry. You know damn well that given the chance, you'd still...
Yes, of course I would. Everyone knows I would.
Well, Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid were married for a while there, but not cause of Innerspace. Apparently, the sparks didn't really start flying until '88 when they were working on DOA.
Yeah, but we all know how that marriage ended.
Nope. It's well documented that their marriage was on the rocks long before Russell came along.
Now, Dennis Quaid went on to do some pretty good stuff. Along with a few that weren't so great.
I know at some point he decided to kind of rechart his life due to an alcohol dependency.
That's right, Marco. But then he had that on-set meltdown.
What the fuck? Keep going. I am acting here, and this dickhead wanders onto my set.
Yeah, but apparently that was scripted. He was doing a skit for Funny or Die.
I am acting here, and this dickhead wanders onto my set.
Well, then I guess I'm not sure what he's been up to in recent years.
Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?
Oof.
Okay, well, that one didn't age so well, but I'm sure Dennis Quaid has done other things.
I want to make things right. You and me.
Sweet Bible-slapping Christ. Is it just me, or was this guy way more fun when he was on the sauce?
Well, Barry, what about his brother Randy? You know, it's been a while since any of our viewers have seen old Randy rooting through their trash.
When the media, driven insane by their
Trump derangement syndrome,
reveals internal deliberations of our government, it truly puts the lives of many, not just journalists, at risk.
Yeah, but that video's like 7 years old. I bet he's gotten a lot better since then. I mean, the whole political climate of our country is looking pretty grand. Right, gang?
Sure, Barry. Sure.
Oh, yeah, Barry. Sure. We are all bright as rain.
Anyway, I really do like this Innerspace movie. In my opinion, Joe Dante belonged to a very special era of movie making that still possessed that sense of magic. The shots involving the inside of Jack's goofy body offer precisely the right amount of conviction. And of course, there are a bunch of mistakes and inconsistencies in terms of anatomy and scale. But who cares? This early sequence with the fat cells was created using a water tank with these crazy-looking lumps of jello. And if you ask me, it's fucking awesome. I love the practical effects.
Well, you always were a fan of Jello, Barry.
Even now, nearly 40 years after its release, I'd argue that this movie still looks great. It captures old Barry's imagination and makes the world feel wonderfully unfamiliar. Meanwhile, the story is just messy enough to make it feel adventurous and inspired. But maybe that just means I'm getting old.
Well, at least we got our memories, Barry. Cousin Eddie, Tuck Pendleton.
Don't forget Ishmael from that bowling movie.
It was a pretty good run, Barry. Reality, I mean.
A good run. Just not a very long one.
Yep. I guess I'm just, I'm feeling kind of sad. And maybe that's why it feels like I got a belly full of hot hepatitis needles.
Okay, enough is enough. Mark, Shania, Bovan, meet me in the science room. God damn it, we're going internal. Barry needs us.
We have a science room?
No, really, it's fine. Old Barry has been ready for the grave for a long time now.
No, you're not getting off the hook that easy, Dom DeLuise.
Kill him!
I don't want to live in a world where you're not around to parade, Barry. We'll see you on the inside, you floppy-jowed, bubble-bellied, pork-stinking motherfucker.
Yeah, well, don't go making too much goddamn noise in there. I got an important phone call coming up. I'm trying to find out why we never got our share of all that dark money that was going around a while back. I mean, they managed to pay that shit-ass kid from the Jurassic Park movie.
No, bro, David Pac-Man is not the kid from Jurassic Park, Barry.
Yeah, well, whoever he is, the son of a bitch doesn't even review movies. Where's my dark money?
Okay, folks, let's shrink down till we're fainter than Barry's hairline.
Yeah, but how are we going to get inside Barry's hideous body? Please say the but.
Nah, man, that's one booty I ain't delving into. We just gonna rupture one of his eardrums.
Hello, George. Yeah, this is Barry, and I'm pissed off. Where's my dark money? I'm not racist, George. I don't care how dark it is. What do you mean I'm too ugly to be an influencer?
Whoa, look how disgusting that ear looks. Marco, cue the music.
Barry about to go ballistic.
Mark, these bunk-ass tunes make me want to fill my pussy with cherry bombs and light the fuse.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Are you playing goddamn John Mayer? You're trying to piss me off, aren't you, George? This is unacceptable, and I will not tolerate it for one more minute.
Whoa, I think we went too far. This looks like Barry's disgusting brain.
Well, I got more bad news, fam. The onboard crapper's already full.
Okay, see, I was afraid this would happen. Let's just go ahead and pull a Dave Matthews.
You know, George, I think I've just had an epiphany. Bert Kreischer is actually a stellar comedian. One of the finest. Right. Yeah, it's the damnedest thing. I just now decided that.
I don't get it. How do we locate Barry's gut? It's got to be the size of a goddamn football stadium. I mean, you'd think we'd have an easy time.
Let's cross the blood-brain barrier, my beloved chuds.
What in the hell are those round things?
They're called blood cells, Shania.
Oh, you old dipshit. The blood cells are shaped like discs. She's talking about the spheres.
They're sprinkles.
Sprinklers!
From cupcakes. We must be getting close to Barry's big-ass gut.
Oh, I guess the cavalry has arrived.
Time to get penetrated by my mighty fist, you robot pricks.
What the hell did he just say?
Look at their limp-dipped firepower, Ronnie. These chuds are outmatched.
That's right. Check this out.
Ooh, real scary.
Oh, yeah? You think we're intimidated? Check this out.
Jesus, nut-hugging Christ. These people are crazy, Frank.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. No, George, I'm pretty certain I'm dying. Yes. Yeah, I've already flushed like 3 times, and it still looks like the elevator scene from The Shining. No, George, no.
Told you they'd find us.
Oh, God damn it.
You sons of bitches can't run. Take your ass whipping like you got a pair.
Okay, Frank, no more games. Let's hit him with the Wandering Widowmaker.
The what?
The missile! Fire the missile! Dipshit!
Well, just say missile. We don't have to give every last weapon some complicated moniker, Ronnie.
No, not the villi!
Hey, if anybody's gonna wreck Barry's villi, it's us.
That's right. Light them up, Marco.
Wow, nice shot, Hawkeye.
Now that's how you tag some goddamn villi.
Look out, Ronnie. Time to hit him with the vindictive cluster orphan. Or maybe the unceremonious Astro Reaper. You dick.
Piss off, Frank, and follow me. There's bound to be some light at the end of this stinking tunnel.
Hey, Fly, what did you set the re-enlargement timer to?
Don't worry, I gave us more time than we'd ever need. Something ridiculous like 500 hours.
Yeah, but that timer's programmed for military time. 0500 just means 5 a.m.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. What time is it now? Well, the re-enlargement program works.
Looks like we're going back to jail.
Hey, Barry! You okay?
Hell isn't other people. Hell is yourself.
Finally, you fear blood more and more, blood and time.
You sunk my battleship!
Your body is not a temple. It's an amusement park. Enjoy the ride.